I'm talking about. If we can focus on getting the job done, listen, if you're disagreeing with somebody, let's find the things that we all agree on and focus on that. We can worry about the rest later. But we're going to accomplish these things when we come together. That's the only way, not to just do good things, but to do great things. That's what's going to do it.
I think right now, this is a perfect opportunity for us to continue to organize. And this was kind of my point. I didn't mean to infer that that the movement was over and it was futile. I meant that we're not necessarily hoping for Ron Paul for president anymore, and people can stop the bickering about who to support. You can just support whoever you want. Now we can take this opportunity to just continue to get organized and continue to let the most creative and beneficial and productive ideas come forward, and have all of us work together on those best ideas, to maximize the area of effect of our energies and our work.
No, and I agree with that. And for those of you that actually caught my brief time on Alex Jones during his money bomb, I was saying those same things, Ubi.
Yeah, I got to catch that.
I told Alex that, look, I don't agree with everything you say, but that doesn't matter. We're all supposed to be on the same team. We have to come together, regardless of our differences. I don't dislike Alex. Okay, I disagree with him on things, and I'm sure he disagrees with me on things. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. But, damn it, we're on the same team here. Let's start working together. Let's focus on the things we do agree on and work from there. And we will accomplish great things and make positive changes in this country. I assure you that.
Now, I want to make a point here because Alex Jones is I know we have a lot of Alex Jones fans here in the movement. So I want to make a point here about something I've recognized, and I kind of touched on it earlier, but it seems that people end up putting have been moved to do something, and they end up putting their most efficient efforts into it, like their what they do best. And for you, it happens to be educating people on the parliamentarian process and speaking about and uniting people and organizing and all of the things that you do. That's what you do best. And so naturally, that is the role that you've fallen into. And I want to say Alex Jones, his forte is doing research and then reporting on stories that he feels are affecting us in a drastic and immediate way. And so one thing that I think that you will recognize, I don't know how long you've listened to radio, but something about being on radio, you're producing a show, and it's basically entertainment for the most part. We use it as a tool for educating, but at its foremost fundamental core, it's entertainment. That's where people usually tune in. I'd say that to be a radio host is not easy, especially if you're a big one, because people expect you to take a topic and then explain to them what it means. A lot of people want to hear, they're confused about what's going on, and they want to get information on it, and they want to get somebody's perspective. That's why some people like to listen to Sean Hannity, some people like to listen to whoever, Rush Limbaugh, or we out here on the West Coast we have Dr. Laura, and all kinds of different big name talk show hosts. But the pressure's on. The pressure's on that host. And so in Alex's position, this is my perspective and my theory, that he was he was not informed enough to make the comments that he made, and for him to go back and change that would probably be a big, a big, big boy move, adult, but at the same time would help unite us. So I like the suggestion that you made to go ahead and have a debate on that subject, because that parliamentarian process is still going to continue, is it not?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's always going to continue, Ubi, but, listen, we have to stop worrying about if we're going to look like fools or not.
Yeah, exactly.
I say this many times, and some people are probably sick of hearing it. We're not playing hopscotch here. This is not a game. Okay, we're talking about our country here. Look, it's okay if you don't know something. Get with somebody that does. This is how we're going to accomplish things. Listen, I'm not good at this type of research, Ubi. Alex could be a valued asset.
Yeah.
Okay, with his information. And I applaud him for that. He's better at that stuff than I am. He's better at that stuff than most of us are. Okay, his lack of understanding on the delegated process may have been the reason. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know what was going on in the mind of Alex Jones. I don't know. Now, if I find out, I will tell you. But I'm not afraid to tell people I don't know something. Because when you start talking about things that you know nothing about, and people take it as gospel, you don't just hurt yourself, you hurt the people that you've given the information to. And, I'm going to go out on a limb here, Ubi. I'm probably going to get bashed for this tomorrow. But I learned that, when I had a music ministry. And I guess it really wasn't a music ministry, but, people called it a music ministry. We were a contemporary, this was about 12 years ago, we were a contemporary Christian metal band. And we got a lot of criticism from churches. But we weren't looking for the saved people. We went into prisons and detention centers and tried to find the people that weren't saved.
Well, that's a good place to start. That's where I send the Jehovah's Witnesses that come to my house. I say, go to the penitentiary. It's about 5 miles down the road. That's where you find people who are ready to change their lives. You don't go to somebody who's living in a house, who has a job and a family, and and who's successful and happy and content in their life. You don't go to them and want to change their core values. You go to people who are ready to change their core values, and you offer your suggestions. That's what you do. But, and
I agree. Yeah. But I guess I don't even know what my point was anymore.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Really, the point being, I picked it up now. I just had a small mind lapse here. Is what I learned in religion and everything else is the things that you do and say, especially when it comes to religion, are going to have a direct impact on someone's life. So you better know what you're talking about, because otherwise you're going to either have a positive or a negative effect on those people. Now, just because we don't know something doesn't make us bad people. I don't know absolutely every nook and cranny about the political process. I'm going to be honest with you people out there now. I am not a member of the Association of Parliamentarians. My knowledge is based on years of being in it.